Hello guys, so this is our 22nd database management system video. In this video we're going to see 22nd question set. So in the previous video we studied about the question set 21, and in this video we're going to study about the question set 22. So these are the question sets we are going to see in the upcoming videos. So let's see the question set 22. So you can see here this is the question set 22. There are four questions set in this. There are four questions in this question set. So let's see the questions one by one. So as usual, I'm going to use the ADSQL database software for this question as well. So when we look at the first question, find the details of the students who participated in the Sinhala subject in the examination held on 2020 uh, March 15. So according to this question, they have told us to find out the details of the students who participated in the Sinhala subject, and they have given the date of the examination, and especially they haven't given the term. So according to this question, there are several tables involved in this question. So first of all, we need to find out the details of the students. So the student table is involved here, and also the subject tables involved here, and also exam term table is also involved in this question. So there are three tables in this question. So let's type the related query for the first question. So you can see here, this is our database. So let's type the query for the first question. So I'm going to type the query first, and then I'm going to explain the query. So this is the query for the first question. So let's execute this query and see whether we get the results or not. So I executed the query. So you can see here that we have got a results. And this is the results for the first question. This is the answer for the first question. So when we look at the query, first of all, we need to understand that I have used the subquery, and inside the subquery, we have used two join statements. So first of all, in this question, we have told to find out the details of the students. So I have selected all details of the student from the student index table, and I have specifically given the index number, so it's easy to identify the students. And then I have joined a subquery using the keyword in. So in that subquery, I have connected the student exam mark record table with the student table. So through this subquery, I have told that we need to find out the students who have the student index number in the student exam mark record table, should be the same index number in the student table. We have joined two tables through that subquery. So the first table we have connected is the subject table. So in this statement, if you look at the first inner join statement, we have told that the subject ID column in the student exam mark record table is equal to subject ID column in the subject table. After that, we have connected the exam term table, and then we have told that exam term ID column in the exam student exam mark record table is equal to the term ID column in the exam term table. And finally, we have given conditions using the where clause. So the first condition is subject name, and the subject name should be Sinhala language and literature. And the exam date should be 2020 March 15. So if we give a condition, it's easy to identify the particular data. So this is the query related to the first question. So let's move on to the second question. Samnun Vijayaratna find out the marks of the examination which the student appeared on 2020 March 15. The date of examination, the term, the number of admissions, the name, and the name of the subjects. So it's a complicated question. So in this question, they have told us to find out the details of Sandun Vijayaratna who faced the exam on 2020 March 15. So they have given some conditions here. So we need to find out the details of this particular student. So they have given here the term, the number of admissions, the name, and the name of the subject. So let's write the query for this question. So you can see here we have entered the query for the second question. So let's execute this query and see whether we get the results. So you can see here we got the results. So this is the results for the second question. So let's move on to the third question. Find the name, subject, marks, term of examination, date of examination of the students who obtained between 40 and 70 marks in the subject of mathematics held on 2020 July 10. So according to this question, they've asked us to find out the details of the students who took marks between 40 and 70 in the mathematics subject, and they have given the examination date as 2020 July 10th. So let's write the query for the third question. So you can see here we have typed our query for the third question. So let's execute and see the results. So you can see here we got the results. So this is the answer for the third question. And when we look at the query, we have joined several tables as I said earlier. And then when you come to this condition set after the where clause, we have used the new keyword called between. So according to this question, they've told us to find out the student details who got the marks between 40 and 70. So when you look at the results, so Sanun have got 44.12 for mathematics, and Sachitra have got 45.25, and then Kasun have got 65. So these numbers are between 40 and 70. So this is the query for the third question. And let's move on to the final one, the fourth question. Who is the highest scoring student in the first term out of all subjects? So we need to find out the particular student who has scored the highest marks in the first term, and it should be out of all the subjects. So I'm going to write the query for the fourth question. So this is the query for the final question. Let's execute and see whether we'll get the results. So you can see here we got a result called Amanda Moses. So Amanda Moses is the student who got the highest marks in the first term out of all the subjects. So this is the answer for the final and the fourth question. So according to this question set 22, we used queries to find out the results for these four questions. So let's meet in the next video with question set 23.